Hi everyone, it's Helen. I am showing you today a really quick and easy tutorial on how to do these earrings. They're really simple and don't take very long to do, and the collecting of the beads didn't take very long either, just a couple of necklaces that I just had to break up, old ones, and they're really easy and simple to wear. And they're just really good for spring. They're awesome spring colours, pink and green. You don't have to use these exact colours, you can use different ones, and you can do any kind of style you want. You can actually use the techniques I show in this video to make your own different kinds of jewellery. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave me a like. This earring here will be your finished product. I'm really into dangling earrings at this moment, and also I've gone for pink and green, which are very spring colours. You will need a earring, empty one, you can break up an old one if you like or buy them new. 2 of these small hooped ended rods, 2 of the flat ended rods, and beads of your choice. I went for this old leaf and a basic little pretty flower from my local beading shop, as well as 2 beads, one lighter and one darker. You'll also need 3 different beads, any kinds you like. I picked these 3, I find they work the best. And remember, you'll need that many per earring. You may only need 1 flat-ended, but I prefer to have 2 just in case I go wrong. These are the equipment I use, all the different ended handles, as well as a tweezer if you think you might need one or if you don't have any of the others. It's just a lot harder when you do use a tweezer. I started off by building a small palette of colours and different sized and shaped beads. I like to choose a good range, and out of this palette I chose these colours. Now just taking one of these flat-ended ones. They're very small, so they're a bit difficult to pick up, but you get used to it. And with the larger bead going on first, I'll just slide that on. And then we also have the smaller bead on now. Last but not least, I will put on the flower. It gives it a little bell effect. Now we're just going to take our snubby-nosed pliers and clamp at the bottom and bend it slightly. Then turning the pliers around, I'm just going to grip it again. Sorry about the focus on the camera. I am then going to clamp the top, and this is how I do it. It's really quick. I just wrap it around the snub nose, and that gives me a pretty even curve. Although it is flat on one side, I don't really mind that. Sometimes I'll faff by tweaking it out, but today I'm not going to. They're just going to be for me. Usually if I give them to someone else, I'll definitely fatten them out. Now I'm going to try and snip it off here without either side flying everywhere. And then straighten it up. Now you can see it's nice and neat and tidy. Just going to put that to one side. And you will need this flat end for the smallest bead of your trio. And here is what it looks like. Do the very simple bending again. Sorry, I was a bit off recording this. It's a bit distracted. Clamping again, I'm going to twist round and pull nice and tight. Again, I'm going to clip it at the end of my hoop, trying not to make too much of a mess, and begin tucking it in and making it nice and neat like so. Then we're just going to take one of the smaller hooped rods and loop it through the small bead like so. Nice and easy. Of course, you'll need to make sure yours is securely tied like that. Now, after doing the exact same with the larger bead of the 3, you want to just loop it onto the small hooped rod and then begin twisting and cutting to make a hoop. And we'll just add the hoop onto the end now and neaten it up a bit. There we have it. A nice neat line beginning to form. Now just taking the longest one, slide it onto the end. You don't have a lot of space left, but that's alright, we don't need that much. Taking all the same steps again, twisting, then wrapping and snip. I cut out that bit because it does take quite a lot of space up. And then adding the... forgot to do this actually at this point, I had to open it again. Adding the main earring section and then clasping it up again. Make sure it's neat and you don't want to stab yourself in the ear with it. And there we have our nice line. That's something quite basic and quite formal, so you might even like it just plain and simple like that. Now I've just unhooked my old leaf bead and attached it onto my long string. Sorry, kind of ruined the camera angle. Oh, and I also attached the flower at this point. I had to cut it out a lot because it's quite a long video and I didn't want to show too much. Here are the two of them together. And they look very nice, I think. They're really, really bright and colourful, and they add quite a different look to your style. It doesn't take very long to make at all, making both of these. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a like. Thank you.